Hey there, welcome to my channel. It's Siobhan, Queen Vonnie, Queen V. Oh. Welcome. So I got some things I want to talk about today. Do I look different? This is me too though, like wrinkled tee, a little hat. This is me. Welcome. So I got some things I want to talk about today. A couple things that were on my mind, and I'm not gonna take much of your time, but we do have some things that we want to talk about. So earlier today, this event happened where a young man was like, since when do you have to dress up to go to a restaurant? And I'm like, it happens all the time actually. Like, depending on the restaurant, you have to wear something, or if you go to a certain club, you can't wear certain things, or like that's pretty normal. And he just couldn't fathom like why he would have to wear nicer clothes to go to a very nice steakhouse like Ruth, yeah, Chris, yeah. But as you can see, I didn't go there. But yeah, like you have to dress up, to go in a fine dine restaurant. Like they even portrayed on movies. Like, come on. We all know that. But anyway, I thought that was weird, but or different. Like, how could you not? I don't understand how you could not it just doesn't make sense to you. Okay, well, anyway. But for real, what I really want to talk about, it was really on my mind, is, so like, y'all know I don't have any children, right? I don't have any children, but I know a lot of people who do, male and female, right? And one thing that I've noticed just from watching, everyone move around, is that when a relationship ends, right, between the mommy and the daddy, there becomes this like gray area. Now this isn't for everybody, but this is for most people in the hood. Like there's this little gray area or disconnect between the two, because you just had, your own heart was involved with this person, and now you can't fully disconnect from them because y'all have a separate being that you've created. I get it. I get it. It could be a lot to go through. So just from someone who doesn't have any kids, just from observation, I just want to say something. Like, it bothers me so much because people always want to bring it up, like, but you don't understand because you don't have no kids. Like, so what? I'm a human and I have eyes and I can see and I can feel and I can, like, maybe getting a fresh pair of eyes may help your situation, actually, but like a lot of things that I notice is like when a relationship is over, especially if it's because like somebody was cheating or whatever, it can be hard, like especially for the female, to like really disconnect that part of the whole relationship, because you still have to have a relationship. Like, it's not the same, and they have to really understand, like, it's not the same. But at the same time, dude gotta understand that too. Like, it's not the same. You can't come and hit this. Okay, we're not together anymore. You can't just say we're not together anymore and then you still want to come and hit this, because it's confusing for us. It's confusing. We can't handle that, right? It's like, no, and I don't got no kids, and it's confusing for me, and that's male, female, it don't matter. It's confusing. Like, if we ain't dealing with each other, we ain't dealing with each other at all. But this is me, observation, opinion, just me talking. It's the Queen Vonnie show. But now, some may agree, some may disagree, but once we're done, we got to be done, because if we still messing around with each other, like, it's confusing and conflicting. Like, I can't do it. And from watching, y'all can't do it either. Like, you know what I'm saying? So from watching the males move around, like, the male doesn't really understand or know how to deal with you anymore, because y'all were just together. You know what I'm saying? And now y'all not together no more. And but he know y'all got a kid together, but he don't really know how to deal with you. He don't really know how to talk to you, especially if he was the one who was cheating, or he was the one who was dirty, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't really know how to approach you anymore, you know? So this is where I feel like us as the women, because, and this is just the responsibility that we have naturally. You can't ask who, why does it gotta be like this? Because we're women. We're the one who actually have to carry the babies. So we naturally had a connection to the kids, period. That's the answer to your why. You wanna know why? That's why. He's not. That's why he can just detach himself. He didn't carry the baby. You did. Now, that doesn't mean that he doesn't care. That just means it's easier for him to out of sight, out of mind. Or for you, it may be out of sight, on your mind. It's different, but we're different. You know what I'm saying? But we're all the same, but we're different in little different ways. But back to the main focal point. So he don't really know how to approach you anymore. He don't really know how to open up those conversations with you anymore. Every time he opens his mouth to say something to you, you already on attack mode, because why? Your feelings are still hurt. You know what I'm saying? So what does he do? After a while, he just stops trying. He falls back. May see something else walk by, starts talking to her, chopping it up. Now you still upset and in your feelings. So you still being negative in your mind and your thought and your everyday. Like, you may even look at your child sometime and get upset. May not say nothing about it, but you feel it inside of you, because every time you look at that child, you see that person, because you have chosen not to deal with what's really going on. Like, you have to only just worry about your this inside of you. Like, this is it. This is all you can really control. You can't control nobody else. You can't really be too concerned about why he's dealing with such and such and who and not over here with y'all. You can't worry about that, because you're not even in the right mindset to understand why he's not with y'all. Why he can't. Because why? I already told you. He doesn't even know how to talk to you anymore. It's different for him. Like, it's different for you. It's different for him too. It's just different for y'all in different ways. See how we're all the same, but we're just different in different ways. All right. So we just gotta start taking ownership for ourselves and our own emotions. Like, you have to just be one with yourself and love yourself, and accept that whatever happened. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a beautiful child or children out of the situation. I don't care if it was y'all were together for 1 year, for never 6 months, 7 years, 13 years. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I will tell you one thing. Like, my mom never talked bad about my dad in front of me. Never. But we ain't gonna talk about that. But I'm just saying, like, I'm talking from experience. I'm talking from being in the situation, but not being in the situation, being a product of the situation, and being a not product of that situation. You feel me? Because, like I said, my mom, she never talked bad about my dad in front of me. She had every right to, but she never did. She never did. Any feelings that I have about him was because of him. You feel me? So it's just like, if you're just focusing on bettering yourself as a person, like, your light and your love and your joy is gonna come. It's just gonna seep and spew out of you, period. And your child deserves to have a parent like that. They deserve to have a mother like that. If they can't have a father right then and there because of whatever the situation is, because he's not right in his mind, you know what I'm saying, that ain't got nothing to do with you. But what do got something to do with you is yourself. And because you are a mother, and you're naturally, once you start loving yourself, you're going to naturally start spewing that love into your kids. Man, I hear people talk to their children so crazy. So crazy. And it's just like, wait a minute. Can you take a step back and think about how it felt? Or can you not remember being a child anymore? You really can't remember that? It wasn't that long ago. I mean, I don't know how old you are, but I still remember feelings. I may not remember exactly what happened, but I can remember the feelings that I would get being yelled at or talked to a certain type of way. Period. Period. Even now, you just can't approach me a certain type of way. I'm gonna just, like, whoa, okay, what's wrong? Like, well, but what's really wrong? Because you're not mad at me. But all of that comes from ownership, like not taking it out on anybody else, displaced anger, like misplaced anger. Like, that's what we're not gonna do. We're not gonna take it out on the children. That's not cool. So, mommies, we got to stop worrying about the daddy and why he's not doing this and why he's not doing that, and just focusing on ourselves and being a better version of ourselves, because your light is going to attract that. It's going to attract that. And then it's going to be really good for the children, right? It's going to be really good for the children as well. And maybe the light that you have may draw him in, you know what I'm saying, to want to be a part of that. It may pull him in out of his darkness, because he may feel so terrible that he just can't even face you anymore. So he just goes away. Yeah, it's cowardly, but this is real life. This is real life. Let's not dwell on it. Those are facts. That is what it is. Now let's just focus on what we control. What we can control. Ourselves. That's it. Once we are the best versions of ourselves, everything else we can deal with that. We can deal with that. Can we agree? All right. Now, let's say the dude actually starts working on himself and he wants to start coming into the child's life. How are you going to go about the situation when that day comes? Because the day will come. The day will come. Don't be the one that's stealing their feelings and they just like, nope, because you ain't come get her when I asked you to come get her on May 12th at 2:37 p.m. And I asked you to be there and I was there and it was 2:39 and you weren't there, so I dipped off. No. All right. That's not how this works. It's not a dictatorship. Like, this person has a whole nother life. They have a job, or they don't have a job and they trying to get a job, or they in school, or they trying to get enrolled in school, or they have their own life. Remember, we're not supposed to be worried about that. We just got to take their word for it. All right. Treat them like, it's just a customer. You don't know. Most of the time, 9 times out of 10, the customer be lying. We know that, but we just gonna believe him anyway, right? All right. Well, how can we go ahead and go through this so we can get through this together? All right. Whether you lying or not, let's go ahead and both put this effort in. Okay. Let's be reasonable and realistic with one another, because we both have lives, right? And at the end of the day, it's not about us. It's about the child. Period. If it's a time where it's just random and you don't have any plans for this child, and the dad hits you up like, yo, I got free time and I want to see my child, don't deny them of that relationship with the child, because you want to be in your feelings because they didn't come and get him on May 12th at 2:37 p.m. when you asked them to. Like, nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're hurting the child and you're hurting yourself, because that child's a piece of you. Why you think you hurting him? You're hurting him too. So now everybody gets hurt because of you and your decision. And the one thing that you control is you. You, the one who said no. It ain't hurting you for you to let him go. If it's not hurting you, it's showing you that you don't have control over absolutely everything, which is true. You don't. But the one thing you do have control over is yourself. I'm just saying. As you can see, this is really something that bothers me, because we have too many broken families who don't know how to just still have a relationship. I told you I'm a product of the situation. I have analyzed and reanalyzed and stayed up at night and thought about it and like put myself in situations like, wow, this is real. We can really fix this. Just got to focus on being the best version of yourself. Like, it's really simple. I love y'all, man. Like, I really do. I'm gonna make a video and we're gonna talk about ownership for males, but I felt like this was really important, because what I said, like, the mother, the female, carries the child. You're just naturally gonna be attached to them, like, Why do you think? And then they say, well, I got him every day of the week. Pause. Let's be real. Were you really gonna let him come and take little baby 5 days out the week, and you have little baby on the weekends? Were you, as a mother, with your pride and your ego and your big head? Even though in a lot of situations that may be better. That may be better. Just so you can get yourself together. Especially if you got a helping hand, but because your pride won't allow you to do it, you'll say no. Come on now. Let's be real. Let's be real. I'm just saying, this has to stop. It's gotta stop. Can we take ownership? You want to blame everything on the man, right? I can make a whole 45,000-minute video talking about how men need to work on this and that. But I'm a black woman. So I'm gonna keep it real with you as a black woman. Like, I don't know who this pertains to. It don't pertain to me directly because I don't have any insurance. I'm not living that lifestyle. This is just something that I've seen. Something that I feel strongly enough about to make a YouTube video about. But yeah. Sip, sip. Never quit. Ooh, 2019. It's on my mind all the time. Like fine wine. Wish it were mine. Oh, all right. Seriously, I'm about to go take a nap. No, I'm not about to take a nap. I'm about to go eat some of this spaghetti I made with zucchini. No pasta. I needed to put a little bit more zucchini in there though. It's too much sauce and not enough. It's not enough, you know, substance for real. I need to put some more stuff in there. I feel like it's just about to be like a goulash for real, because the squash isn't like really fine because I didn't have the proper utensils. So yeah, but it tastes good. All right, y'all. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I know it was a little different, right? But you never know what you're gonna get. This is me. This is me. One of the versions. All right. Much love. I love you. If you love me back, you're gonna like it, share it. You may even subscribe. You probably already have though, because you already love me and I love you too. And if you know anybody who may need to see the video, you don't gotta tag them or anything like that. Maybe just share it and then the universe will send it to them, because maybe they need to see it. All right. I love you.